So hello lovelies, I'm back and I just really wanted to do a quick video on a particular topic concerning relationships and love. Yes, and all those lovely things that we all love to focus on and make our priorities, right? And it's interesting because when we look around the world and we look at different people, we see that relationships play out very different and relationships are unique, even though, and there's not one size fits all, and this is not even discussing gender or anything of the sort. Like, this is not even discussing any of that. This is just point blank period. There are lots of diversity in relationships when it comes to just two people being together or coming together, period. Relationships vary, relationships differ, and I can come, like on certain videos I do, like polygamy or nah, I'll put that in the link below for any of you guys that didn't check that, would like to check that out. I'll do topics like that, giving my opinion or trying to dig deeper into insight. But when everything is said and done, the reality is that each couple or relationship or person within that relationship is different. And it's not for nothing. Like, did you guys know that according to how your birth chart is set up, your focus in this lifetime may not be relationships? And some people, your focus in this lifetime could be relationships. And it depending on what that focus is requiring you to look at or learn in this experience will depend on how your relationships play out. For some people, the focus in their chart may be, learning the significance of the role that they're playing with themselves. Like, what is it that you're learning? Like, the relationship is taking place because it's something significant that you have to learn about yourself. So it could be hard to stay in one relationship because each relationship you get in, it's like that same theme comes up until you master it, until you learn it. Then you have some people to where their focus here is not necessarily relationships. So they'll be in a relationship with somebody for years on end where it looks like they have no problems, no flaws there. But even though they do, it's not like a detrimental thing. Their birth chart could focus more on something like mother issues, father issues, making money, giving love to someone else. It just depends on what their experience is here for, what they are here for, what their birth chart is having them focus on. So what do I tell people in situations, because like lately I have been doing a lot of synastry, compatibility, birth chart reads or whatever. And even when I'm doing just regular birth chart reads, I have questions all the time where people are wanting to look at that other person, like who is their love, or how does their relationship play out, like who would be their partner and things of that nature, or just how they are with other people. And I'll look at their chart, and their chart is like nothing aspecting or giving significance focus to them necessarily being in a relationship. There's quite a bit to where their focus is completely opposite or different. And I've seen some people to where they, like, one relationship for them is not what they're here for. Okay. Trust me, they can have that. They can have that if they so choose, but there may be difficulties in keeping that up. If that makes any sense. So, what would I say about that? To kind of sum everything up. I feel like this goes back to what I've been saying throughout my videos when I say that it's important to not let other people influence who you feel like you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing. You cannot let the experiences of other people make you feel like there's something that you're lacking, or you're not worthy of something, or you're a failure. The list can go on. The list can go on to names that people call themselves, or thought process that people form to limit themselves, or because they feel limited by what other people are doing and by a worldly approach, the view of that, what that looks like. Because who knows? In all actuality, some of those people could be in situations to where it's karmic. They weren't supposed to step in it. They weren't supposed to be about that. And they're actually struggling. But you might be a free agent. You might be somebody that had a divorce because you knew it wasn't right. You may be somebody that, may be over a certain age. You might be single, or it could be hard for you just to say, I'm about to commit to this one person for the rest of my life, without knowing the person, or because you were set up with that person. It could even be hard for you to say that I'm single, and it could be hard. It could be even a situation where you're like, I am with my partner, I'm married, I'm in love, and why do people want to act like that's not true? Why do, why are people trying to come against that? Or why should I have to be single? This can go any way, either way. It doesn't matter. It just always comes back to a place to where, that I always talk about when I say, like, it's important for us to know who we are and what we represent, and what our life is about. Because if not, it'll be easy to get carried away with what the next person is doing. Okay? When that may not be what your experience is. And as somebody that reads charts, and I've came across quite a bit of people whose energy is to be used to heal other people, but through them healing themselves first. Their energy is to be mastered before they step into a relationship with somebody else. But they may not get that. They may not even understand that, So this, when it comes to relationships, here we go once again. The age-old mirror that's really redirecting us back to ourselves. One size does not fit all. And it depends on where the energy that your chart is trying to get you to focus on. Because some people are out here putting a lot of emphasis and energy on these relationships that they're supposed to be having, that their chart is not like, it doesn't have strong support behind it, or it's geared to get you to go through, a certain number of experiences first. So what are you going to do? But yeah, I just wanted to come and give this video. So, I'm always trying through sometimes like harsh reality checks for myself and for others as well. It doesn't really matter. I'm always trying to give insight and a glimmer of hope to people. Not even hope. I don't like the word hope for some reason. I'm trying to give truth to people in a way for them to self-motivate, or a way for them to feel like, more expansive, if that makes sense. For them to see the bigger picture. That's what I want to do. I want to get you to see the bigger picture by bringing the truth. And like I said, yes, I get it. The truth for me may be different than the truth for you. But the point of the matter is that, still hopefully some type of insight would be shed by some things that I say, if people can look at the bigger picture of it all. But when it comes to relationships, depending on the energy in your chart and how it's playing out, depends on your relationship types, your relationship a lot of times with other people, the experiences that you have behind that, and it's more broader than a lot of people think, and it's definitely not one size fits all. All right, so I'm Butterfly to Light. Please like the video and subscribe, because I definitely will be back and I don't want you to miss a thing. Okay?